Hey there, folks. I thought I'd just kind of toss in a little update here about what's going on with this channel. Obviously not a lot right now. The problem's been more just me in general. It's been very difficult in the past, if you followed the channel very much at all, to really keep with a constant update schedule or whatnot. It's generally because of the health conditions and all that kind of stuff that I go through. And it's very difficult to kind of know exactly what I'm going to feel like the next week or the next week after that. And so I started out, with the recordings and recording batches, and then being able to just go, I'm going to cut these into pieces, release them out various parts, different times, and then, there'll be content at least on a constant basis. The only problems become that it takes more editing, it takes more work, essentially, and that kind of part is what hinders me a lot whenever I have bad weeks or good weeks. It's one of those things where I'm doing work, but I'm not really doing work because I'm not getting, any actual money for it. And it's not that I want to get money for it, it's just that I want to be able to kind of do something and do it for the sake of doing it. And the problem is with bad weeks when I'm trying to force myself to do that, I think the content obviously kind of suffers a bit. The quality of commentary kind of, isn't all that great. And then on weeks when I feel good, it's real difficult to sit down and focus on essentially the computer at all. It's one of those things where if you do nothing but play video games all the time, and that's all you do because you really can't get up and do anything else, or you don't have any other options, and then suddenly kind of opens up to you these other options are there, or you know that they're there the whole time, and once those options slowly kind of open up, you're like, well, I don't want to really do this anymore. I want to go do that because I know that option's there. And it's kind of been part of the problem with the health stuff. Is like lately, the dietary things have been working along, and it's been very beneficial. I mean, it's not perfect. I still have bad days. I still have good days. Even on good days, it's not perfect. I mean, it's one of those things where I am doing things and being able to do them, but at the same time, it's like, well, now that I have that energy, or now that I have that ability to do something else, I don't really want to be sitting in front of the computer. I don't want to have anything to do with the computer. I want to be doing something else. And it's one of those things where it just kind of really tears your focus away from it. It's like kind of looking at, reading. If you do nothing but read books all the time, if you really like reading books, that's fine. I mean, you're getting something out of it. And yeah, I'm, always playing video games, or was back in the day, and that's, alright to a point, but it's like, well, there's so much other stuff I could be doing. And I don't want to make, video games one of those things where it's, oh, I have to be doing this stuff all the time, or else I'm not, really a gamer, or really committed to the channel. And I don't want it to be like, well, this channel is this commitment or something that I have to be doing. It's something that I want to do because it's fun, it's interesting. And I think that, like, a lot of the stuff that I've kind of put out while I feel like junk has been not as good as, like, I'd want it to be. And at the same time, when I'm feeling good, it's like, well, I don't really want to do that right now. I want to do something else. So it's kind of just one of those things where I still want to provide content to the channel, but I don't really want to focus on it when there are so many other things I could be doing right now. And it's kind of hard, unless you've, like, really been in that position where, if you've been sick for a week or two, or even, maybe a whole month, if you've come down with pneumonia or something like that, it's just one of those things where as soon as you get your energy back, you're like, well, I want to go do something else. I really need to catch up to doing whatever it was that I enjoyed doing. And when you spend a lot of time doing kind of just nothing but those, quote, things that you enjoy doing, you start to realize, well, there's other things that I could be doing, and other investitures of time that I could be kind of putting myself into instead. And I kind of like doing something that's more productive than doing LPs. I mean, I want that other thing so that doing LPs or doing gaming videos in general is sort of a relaxing hobby or a side to something else that I'm doing already anyway. And when you spend a lot of time just feeling like crap and trying to do that as your relaxation to get away from that ache and that irritation and stuff, once you start to finally get past that or overcome that sickness or whatever, that illness, you kind of attach it to LPs or whatever you're doing. I'm like, I kind of look at LPs like, yeah, that was something that was fun that I was doing, but I want to do something else. Now that I've got this energy and this ability, I want to do something else that I couldn't do before. And so it's not like I'm not ever gonna do anything again. I still want to finish up some of the stuff that I've got going on now. The space bucks will probably come to a draw within the next video or two. I'd like to finish up the Dwarf Fortress, and then I'd probably stick to just one-offs. If I ever get a better computer, maybe I'll do something else. I would kind of like to do maybe some, Blood Bowl type stuff, or go back to doing a little bit of Minecraft, project type videos. But I mean, nothing too like committed to the point where I really feel like I need to put out content, and when I'm not putting out content, I'm feeling bad about it. So it's just one of those things that I'm kind of working on. And hopefully, with things getting better, I can get back to actually wanting to put out videos and putting out good videos. So, until then, folks, have a good one. I will catch you on the flip side.